this week's Parsha, Parshas Pekudei, we learn about the cloud that comes to rest after all this work of the Mishkan has been completed. Let's look at this quote. The cloud covered the tent of meeting, and the glory of God filled the Mishkan. And then the cloud rose up from over the Mishkan. The children of Israel set out on all their journeys. So we learned that this cloud not only rested on the Mishkan while it was stationary, but when we went on all of our 42 journeys in the desert, traveling along with this Mishkan, with this house for Hashem, that the cloud came with us. It journeyed along with us. So this cloud represents Hashem's presence and Hashem's choice to be with the Jewish people. You know, there's such an emphasis on the fact that the Shekhinah, Hashem's presence, rested in the Mishkan. Like, it keeps on telling us this. The Torah keeps on telling us this in all these different ways, in ways that even seem repetitive. And the Rebbe teaches us the reason why this is so emphasized is because this represents Hashem's forgiveness of the Jewish people. What happened? We messed up. Moshe went up the mountain. We got nervous. We got scared. We got anxious. What did we do? We lost faith. We lost hope. And we did the sin of the golden calf. We built something else to worship other than God. And we hurt the relationship. And Hashem gives us a way back to Him. Hashem shows us His path, right? He gives us the Torah again. He says, I forgive you. And not just that I forgive you, but I'm giving you a way to build a connection with me always. I'm giving you these mitzvahs. I'm giving you a way so you can know that I'm really with you. Not just, okay, I forget, or I forgive, but I don't forget. No, I forgive and I forget. Like, it's beyond both of those paradigms. I'm willing to move fully forward in this relationship. And that's the Mishkan. Hashem saying, I want to be with you. I'm going to give you something actively to do so you can know and you can trust that this relationship is for real and that you are fully forgiven. And that's when we start building this house for Hashem in the desert, this Mishkan, with all the details, and everyone gets to contribute. Every single Jew is contributing. The men, the women, the children, everyone is giving to the point that they had to say, stop giving, we have enough materials. It was the only Jewish building campaign in all of history where they're like, enough, we have enough, thank you. Because everyone wanted this opportunity to heal the relationship. And this moment of the Shekhinah dwelling on the Mishkan represents this idea that Hashem really did choose us over even His rules. Meaning, the Torah is the rules. We broke the Torah. We worshiped this golden calf. We did idol worship, which is basically cheating on Hashem. It's one of the big don'ts of this entire relationship. And we broke that rule. And yet Hashem still gave us a way back to Him. And not just a way back to Him, but, okay, the relationship's on ice. Or, the relationship's being damaged. No, a full healing. And what does this show? This shows that essentially Hashem loves us more than the entire system. He loves us more than the Torah. He loves us more than anything. And this is where the Mishkan is where Hashem's essence dwelt. Meaning you can go to the higher worlds if you're, I guess, on some kind of spiritual journey, like the angels, the souls, right? After 120, a person goes to the higher realms. There's all these different spiritual worlds. There's more than 500 spiritual worlds. And, you learn Kabbalah, Chassidus, it goes into them. But all of these different worlds are just a revelation of godliness. Versus the Mishkan is the essence. It's where Hashem chooses to be. Not just where His glory, right? Hashem's light is everywhere. It fills the world. But where does Hashem choose? Where's His desire? Where's His ratzon to be? Hashem chose to be in the Mishkan. And Hashem keeps on showing us with all these different signs and miracles of the Mishkan and these clouds. I choose to be with you. And I think going into marriage, we all have rules. We all have, well, if this happens, unacceptable. Or everyone knows that a good husband does X, Y, and Z. Everyone knows that a good husband provides X, Y, and Z. Everyone knows that a good husband never does, And some things are more serious, more universal, and some things are more just the culture we grew up in. It's always, an intermarriage, every marriage, because we come from a world, sorry, not intermarriage, shouldn't joke about that, but it's always a culture clash. It's like marrying to a different culture because we all grew up in different homes with our own set of rules. And being able to form our own home and being able to say, okay, what's my ideal? Okay, maybe that's my ideal, but who am I actually married to? Who's this incredible person that Hashem's put in my life? And being willing to let go of what some of those things are, especially when there are our own made up rules. Like, of course, this is what a husband did. Like, Rebbetzin Plotkin says this really funny story in one of her videos about how she grew up that, of course, the husband cleans the cholent pot every Motzi Shabbos. And so the first time she made cholent, that next, she made cholent, she left it Motzi Shabbos for her husband to clean, of course. And next Motzi Shabbos, next Erev Shabbos, what comes? She goes to open the cholent pot, and it's disgusting. And she's like, how could you not clean it? Everyone knows you're supposed to clean it. But in truth, that was something that she grew up with. It wasn't a universal rule. And being able to say, I set all my rules aside and I choose you. You know, when we get hurt in our marriages, which happens, these are real, loving, romantic, powerful, passionate relationships. Of course, there's a level of being hurt because these relationships mean so much to us, because it's so real. And so being able to set aside whatever those rules are and saying, I choose you even beyond that. And not just I choose you, but I'm going to remember. No, I'm stepping beyond the whole paradigm of even like forgiveness and forgetting. I want to connect with you. I want to connect with you in an essential way. And that's what Hashem's showing us to do in our marriages is let's build a mishkan, right? I want to build something with you. I want to be connected to you. And what's so beautiful here is that we learned about the clouds is that they travel with us. It's not just, okay, when we're in a really good place, Hashem's with us. When we're perfect and all aligned and we've meditated, okay, Hashem's with us. No, when we're going on our journeys in the desert, we're lost, we're confused. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what's happening. Hashem's like, I'm with you. I'm with you just as much as when you're in your routine and when you're in the time where everything just seems like godly revelation. This is a place of essence. Essence isn't about the good days and the bad days. Essence is about that essential choice of I choose to be with you. And Hashem's saying, I essentially choose to be with you, Jewish people. You are my kala. You are my bride. You are my beloved, and I choose to be with you. And showing us and empowering us to do this in our marriages, that when our mishkans, our Jewish homes, sometimes we're in this place of revelation and everything's good and sweet, and we're sitting at the Shabbos table and everyone looks great, and everything feels great. And then there's those moments of the 42 journeys in the desert where we're like, what is flying? What is going on? What is anything? And Hashem's like, I want to be in your home just as much then. I want to be with you just as much there. And we're able to do that to our spouses and say, yes, when you're a place of an alignment, I want to be with you. And yes, when you're a hot mess, you're still mine. Being able to really essentially choose our spouses and say that, have that level, that gift of giving ourselves, that gift of I'm all in. I'm all in on the good and the hard, on the sweet and the terrible. I'm all in. I'm with you. And Hashem keeps on showing us this, keeps on showing us with these chapters in the Mishkan. And my Shekhinah is dwelling with you, and I'm with you, and I choose to be here. And we're able to give that energy to our spouses, not, oh, you messed up, so I don't want anything to do with you. Or you're having a hard day, so bye. Like the energy of I love you and I choose you. And it might be I choose you and I'm going to go get a massage right now because this is stressful. Or I choose you and I need to go on a walk. That's fine, But the energy of just even with ourselves, I choose this person entirely. That's the gift Hashem gives us. And from Hashem giving us that gift, we're able to give that to our husbands, and we're able to have the Shekhinah, Hashem's presence, fully dwell in our home. Because when there's peace between a man and a woman, between a husband and a wife, then we literally form Hashem's name, and we draw Hashem's Shekhinah into our home. So we may be able to say, oh, but there's this happening, or there's this fight, or there's this bill, or there's this stress, and so we feel like that's a threat to Hashem dwelling in our home. No, all of that can be happening in our Mishkan. When I am able to say to my husband, I choose you in all of this, and I choose myself in all of this, and I choose to be present in all of this, and I choose Hashem in all of this, then we have the Shekhinah. And when we have the Shekhinah, when we have Hashem's presence, what blessing could possibly be missing? That's the source of all the blessings, that connection. Thank you, and wishing you an amazing Shabbos.